Hey everyone, Skull902 back here for another part of Donkey Kong Country 3. This is part 5, and here in part 5 we're going to be going through the icy mountains of K3. Though not all of the levels are icy, as we'll see here, there's this mountainous region, there's one of the factory levels and whatnot as we go along here, but it's mainly a snow world, so yeah. In this part, I would like to continue my spiel about characters that I have kind of, neglected to really delve into throughout the DKC series and whatnot. So, I've talked about him plenty, but I haven't quite talked about, his character and, history and whatnot. So, let's give some attention now to Cranky Kong. One of my favorites. Cranky is a ratchety old bastard who spends most of his time complaining, mostly about, how things were much better in the good old days. Also, this is one of the most annoying DK coins. I know I said, most of them were pretty good, but this one can suck my fucking dick. But... Anyway, any whoozits, as Rabbit might say. Cranky is a lovable old bastard, though, I think. Because, when he's not, beating people with his cane or talking about the good old days, he was depicted living them as the original Donkey Kong, although there's some inconsistency with that. About whether Cranky was the Donkey Kong that fought with Mario back in the day, or what his relationship with the modern Donkey Kong is. I believe the current interpretation, the current Nintendo-sponsored canon, is that Cranky is in fact the original Donkey Kong, and the modern Donkey Kong is his grandson. Which is all fine and dandy, but, sometimes, it's portrayed as though Donkey Kong is his son, who would be a grown-up Donkey Kong Jr. Sometimes they treat it as though the modern Donkey Kong has always just been the one and only Donkey Kong. So, again, there's some inconsistency. I do believe that there's an official lineage and everything now, but it just depends on what game you're playing, what the source is, and whatnot, Is the modern Donkey Kong, a grown-up DK Jr.? Is he the grandson instead? Is Cranky even the original Donkey Kong? There's a whole lot of exploration of the issue that can be done. Me personally, I can believe Nintendo's canon. Perhaps DK Jr. Just didn't grow up to be the ape that everyone really expected him to be, and we last saw him in Mario Tennis for the N64, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe he was taken to the back and put out to pasture. That's dark as fuck, but maybe that's what happened. But yeah, Cranky, again, ratchety old bastard, lovable old bastard though, and in my personal opinion, he can back that shit up. I don't really know much about Donkey Kong Country Returns, where he's finally playable in one of the platform games, but it sounds like he's a fucking force to be reckoned with. But, just like with Funky, on the note of Cranky, I do want to talk about a Cranky-based episode of the cartoon show. Because of fucking course I do. What do you think, I'm a good commentator? I always gotta go back to the well of the cartoons. So, the episode that I wish to discuss in today's part here is Best of Enemies. Which starts out, Diddy is going to Cranky's place where he finds Donkey Kong cleaning up. My goodness, what unusual behavior. So he finds DK cleaning up the place, and Donkey explains, like, oh no, it's not like just to be nice to old Cranky or anything, you know, responsible like that. I just need to find an old banana that I lost a month ago. I don't want to think about how fucking rotten that banana is. But, you know, while Donkey's doing this impromptu spring cleaning, he's digging through, like, an old chest of Cranky's where he finds a picture. Or rather, it lands on his back, and Diddy finds the picture. But it's a picture from a long time ago of Cranky and K. Rool being friends, which surprises the shit out of them. Cranky reveals that yes, they were friends at one point, but ultimately, K. Rool cheated in a competition that they were a part of, and that was just the end of it for them. So then DK and Diddy ponder, well, you know, wouldn't it be nice if Cranky and K. Rool, like, actually fucking got along? You know, then there would be so much peace in the land. So they set out to go do that. They write a fake note as Cranky, and Donkey Kong gives it to K. Rool through Clump. But unfortunately, it doesn't work. So they have to go to more extreme measures, where Diddy, like, bursts into Cranky's place, you know, being like, oh man, it's an emergency, you gotta come. And then Donkey Kong steals K. Rool's crown while he's sleeping. And that way they can lure Cranky and K. Rool to the forest, you know, and so that they can talk it out. They successfully do that, but the plan's looking like it's gonna go to shit, you know. They're, like, just fighting and bitching at each other. It's not looking too good. You know, Donkey and Diddy get a little nervous about the situation, but, you know, also that was a close fucking call. Nearly fell off the ledge there and would have had to do a lot of backtracking. But, you know, they're nervous about the whole thing. They're worried that they're going to kill each other, but then they hear the duo laughing. And eventually it turns into this amazing song. I fucking love that they gave K. Rool and Cranky a fucking duet together, and it sounds lovely. You know, they sing a song about being friends again and whatnot, so hey, you know what, things worked out, it seems. So, then things start getting a little bad, because Donkey Kong, he's just chilling, you know, getting some nice R&R in at Cranky's place, and, like, he and Diddy have a little conversation about it. K. Rool comes in with a pie, and, you know, Cranky, after a bit of a standoff, tells Donkey Kong to calm the fuck down. And that, you know, it's a thank you pie and whatnot, but, you know, it turns out that SpongeBob ripped off Donkey Kong Country, the animated series. It's an exploding pie. Soon as Donkey Kong tries to get a bite, it blows up in his face. It's not pretty for him. And that's generally what happens throughout a good chunk of the episode. Is I guess back in the day, Cranky and K. Rool's thing was fucking hooliganism. And they do all sorts of shit to try to like just fuck with people's day, and they don't give a shit at all. Like they do that, and then they go barrel bowling. Using the barrels from Bluster's Barrel Works, which not only means that a bunch of barrels were ruined, you know, and Bluster's lost some money, but also Candy was looking to take a vacation, and now that they did that, she's gonna have to keep working. Which, considering how much of a giant bitch that Candy is in the series, she probably deserved. But, you know, whatever. It still wasn't a nice thing to do. And then eventually, poor Bluster, man, they steal Bluster's helicopter and take it on a fucking joyride. At which point, everyone's like, okay, Donkey Kong, you fucking caused this. Now fix it. So they're not doing so hot, everyone. You know, just being the victims of the public nuisances that are Cranky Kong and King K. Rool. It's a sad situation. But, you know, the things aren't going too well for the Kremlings either. Clump is absolutely wrecked by, you know, the prospect of not receiving any orders from a leader. He tries to get Crusha to do it, but, you know, poor Crusha, you know, he is so innocent. When asked to give orders, Crusha interprets that as making a pizza order. I fucking love Crusha in this series. But, you know, again, things aren't looking too good for the Kongs or the Kremlings due to this situation, so after setting up a trap for Cranky and K. Rool that gets Donkey and Diddy instead, Clump, Crusha, Diddy, and DK all come to an agreement that they're gonna form a temporary alliance in order to get the pair to break off their friendship. And they do this through another song, which, like, I'm kind of sad that Crusha didn't get a part, but I am very fortunate to know that Diddy didn't get a part, because again, like, he is, like, his voice is fine. It's just that, like, singing, he's fucking terrible at it. That voice was not meant to sing. But it's DK and Clump who are very good singers. They definitely do that duet justice. You know, it's almost as good as K. Rool and Cranky's little bit from earlier on. But you know, they sing the song, and it's agreed. They're gonna get the two to recreate the competition that they had from the past. In order to, you know, drive a wedge in their friendship. But before we get to that, I do need to mention this bonus room here. I am gonna upload the full version on Super KAOS comms, but, you know, I technically fail and succeed at this mission at the same time. So, like, I shot down all the enemies as time expired. And, like, it played the lost music and everything. I thought I for sure had fucking lost. But, like, I get the coin anyway. It does count. Like, you'll see it right here. I shoot at the coin, and there you go. Like, that actually counts. I did go in the bonus room again to make sure, but through the power of video editing, I decided to spare you guys of seeing that round trip. You know, you don't want to see me do that long-ass bonus game 2 times in a row. But I went in there to make sure, and, you know, sure enough, I had the coin already. So, yeah, I lost and won a bonus game at the same time. Which is beautiful. But back to this Donkey Kong Country episode. They, ask K. Rool and Cranky to, settle the score from so many years ago. And it turns out the competition was, walking around on the wings of an airplane, which, again, K. Rool had previously cheated in. So, they set up the competition again with Funky's plane. And K. Rool puts in his performance first, intending to go first. This is after, by the way, that Clump and Crusha, temporarily, try to charge K. Rool with treason and whatnot. And he reveals that he's not actually friends with Cranky. He's just, trying to get back at him and, be the supreme ruler of the land or whatever. So, yeah. K. Rool does his bit, and while no one's looking, he pokes a hole in the fuselage. I think that's the proper terminology. I don't know, I'm a fucking idiot. The fuel tank of Funky's plane. Again, when no one's looking. So DK figures that something is up, and he kidnaps Cranky in a barrel. And sets him back at his place, but Cranky breaks out of the barrel, notices the crystal coconut has shown up to, maybe give him a helping hand, and after nobody is convinced with the shitty Cranky disguise that DK intended to do Cranky's part of the competition with, Cranky projects a hologram of himself on the wing, but Funky's plane runs out of fuel and it fucking crashes. Funky, I don't think, is actually seen again in the rest of the episode. So we can presume that Funky temporarily died, and Cranky makes it seem as though he also fell off the plane and whatnot. So K. Rool's like, yes, I'm the winner. But then Cranky's like, oh yeah, well, what the fuck is this then? As he's carrying an umbrella. A symbolic umbrella, which Candy, being the bitch that she is, questions, you guys were fighting over an umbrella this whole time for years? And Cranky's like, well, yeah, back in our day, this was the only fucking thing worth winning. So, in the end, K. Rool gets mad because of the revelation of the hologram. He believes that Cranky cheated. But the thing is, K. Rool also cheated, so they're bitching at each other for cheating. And eventually the argument gets so heated over this fucking umbrella that they call it quits. Their friendship's off. Donkey Kong and Clump give each other a bit of a congratulatory salute for a job well done. Yes, indeed. The day is saved. Separatism wins again. The Kongs and the Kremlings can't possibly be friends. Most other shows would have depicted that as a bad thing. Just saying. But, yeah. Day saved, I guess. They give each other the respectful salute, and everybody goes about their way. Status quo is God. So yeah, that's the episode, Best of Enemies. Speaking of enemies, we have this boss here. His name is Bleak. And this is the reason why I was doing all those fucking throwing ball games. Bleak is my least favorite boss in this entire game because of, it relies on a completely new mechanic in order to beat. And the first time that I played this, and most other times that I played this, he was a bitch and a half to get down. Your reflexes have to be really good. You gotta be aware of part of the screen that he's on, so that you can either hold down or up on the D-pad to throw short or far. And, you know, in the second phase here, he's a quick bastard. I raged so hard when I was playing with Rabbit and Josh that I had to do this off screen, and I still couldn't beat him. And then, ironically, the next day I beat him first try, but, like, you know, I was all nervous and my hands were fucking shaking by the end of it. In practice, this guy took me 9 tries. When I was recording, he took me 2, which, you know, thank fucking God for that, because I don't want to deal with this motherfucker for longer than I have to. Fuck you, Bleak. You're a piece of shit, boss. I hate you. Why did they make one of the mini games a boss? Well, I can kind of see it, but fuck's sake, man. It's nerve-wracking, and I don't like him. But that'll do it for this part. Join me next time where I go through Razor Ridge. I've been Skull902. Thank you for watching, and have yourselves a wonderful day.